Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. In today's reading, we're gonna tap into your future self and we're gonna see what messages your future self wants to share with you according to certain challenges or things you are working on, roads you should take, blind spots, maybe. So, this reading is gonna be like a conversation with the future version of yourself. So if you are interested in that, I will see you in your reading. Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Whomever chose pile 1, I have a message for you. And for you, pile 1, your future self is very joyful, very creative, very expressive. I get the vision that your future self is dancing, and this can be literal, like you love to dance and there is something that your future self wants to share with you also according to that, or a physical activity that makes you feel very joyful or that you are very dedicated to. But it's also this feeling of dancing through life that I really feel here. So your future self wants to bring you some messages according to joy, according to expressing yourself freely, and for some also according to a specific creative project that you are working on or that you are supposed to work on. There is also a very sweet, soft mother um, mother arms that are coming through with this, which is the messages related to caring and nurturing others, also yourself. The divine mother aspect within yourself that you are been invited here to express more or start to express towards self and others. I want to get some. I hear, tell them we're smiling, tell them we're smiling. So this joy aspect is really very present here. Um, Joy, yeah. I pulled some numbers also for you, which is 333. And optimism is also coming through with that, which I really feel in here. Tell them we're smiling, tell them we're smiling. So it's very important for you, pile 1, wherever you are. It's important for you to know that your future self is smiling. Big smile, happy smile. And it's a true smile. It's a real smile. It's a smile on the face, but the heart is smiling also here. This is an expression of pure joy, an expression of pure um, happiness. So let's see. I first want to get some cards on where you are right now. You are in the process of walking away from something that is not serving you. And this is not an easy, it's not an easy choice that you made or are making, or you are going through the process of um, walking away from something. And it's Eight of Cups energy. It's walking away from something that we know doesn't serve us, but it's most of the time it's not the most easy choice to make. But it brings in clarity. It comes after confusion also. And the moment you decide something, which is also a message for some here from your future self about if you are feeling confused now, the moment that you will take a decision according to something that you feel you have to make a decision about, the moment that you make the decision, the confusion also fades. You see Seven of Cups, which is the confusion. Seven of Cups, Nine of Swords, and the Three of Cups. So a lot of feelings here. You are, like I say already, you are in this process of walking away from something that is confusing and that is causing a lot of worries, a lot of fears. A lot of fears may arise with that. A lot of sleepless nights. The mind is very active, demons haunting you. It's occupying a lot of your mental space. Or it did occupy a lot of your mental space, and you are now in the process of walking away from that. The Three of Cups is also here, but I want to clarify this because this is an energy of celebration. But I also feel in here, it's a double message where you are right now. There are already peaks of joy that are coming through here, but it's also walking away from something that is I get superficial with this. Something that doesn't have to be superficial, but it's too superficial for you. It's not profound enough for you, in a sense. So altogether you are walking away from something that is not serving you, and from where you also very clearly know or are coming in the process of this is not in resonance with me. And the Three of Cups here, it's the peaks of joy that you are already feeling through the process. So for most of you, you are already walking. The decision is made and you are taking the first steps, or at least the decision is made. And there is some joy and excitement, some freshness that is already peeking through in your energy here. Okay, so very beautiful also. And this is a message from your future self also, because we have here the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Cups, which is where you are right now. And then on the bottom of the deck we have the King of Cups, which is your future self coming through whatever is now confusing and whatever is now difficult. According to emotions, according to feelings, it will become a lot better. In the future, there is you are in a very good place with yourself according to your feelings. You are feeling very balanced according to your feelings. Also, your intuition is coming through very clearly. There is no confusion there. There is a lot of compassion. There is a lot of support from yourself. This is mainly you. This is mainly your inner your inner experience from your future self. It's a very supportive environment that you have created for yourself here. Very supportive, very compassionate, very loving, very caring. And it also reflects in your relationships with others. But it's mainly speaking about you. And the relationship with others is a consequence of this very balanced, mature relationship that you have with yourself here. So that your future self also wants to share with you. Let's see. So where you are right now, it's not the most pleasant place to be, but at least you can see already some peaks of joy here. I first want to go into some advice here. What your future self wants to share with you. Advice for where you are right now. Although I feel you really know what you have to do here. Also with this Eight of Cups, the choice is made for most of you. If not, you are coming to the point of making the choice because you know what this is about. And according to advice, your future self is saying just keep on listening to yourself because you know what to do here. But still, there is some clarity here that wants to come through. The Hierophant in the position of the advice, which feels connection, connecting and meditating, and some kind of spiritual practice that is serving you. Doesn't have to be something new if you are not doing anything yet, which I don't feel for most of you. Most of you, you have some kind of spiritual practice that you are doing, maybe not all the time, and your future self is inviting you to maintain that spiritual practice because it's a great support for you. And connection to something higher than yourself here. God, Source, Spirit really wants to come through with this. Whatever you connect to, but that higher force here. And also in the sense of you are not alone in this. You are not walking alone in this. We are supporting you every step of the way. But keep on connecting, so when you choose to connect, you also open up yourself to experience the support that is always there. So keep on doing that. The Hanged Man, which here comes through also according to advice from your future self, according to this situation, surrender and patience. So everything in its divine timing goes step by step, but also surrender your worries. Surrender your fears, if there are fears, but for sure surrender your worries. And be open for new perspectives, new ways, new possibilities, new opportunities, because they are here. I hear here, not there, here, which is when you open up your perspective for it, you will also perceive the opportunities that are there, or more opportunities that are there. Because I see you also with this Three of Cups, Page of Wands, that you are also with these peaks of joy. You are seeing possibilities, you are seeing the opportunities, but as a guidance from your future self. um, just remember that connecting, surrendering, be patient, step by step, call us in and be open for our guidance, be open for the possibilities that want to align with you. Seven of Cups comes together here with this Hangman, which is a lot of possibilities. There are many here, and they are here. So this is speaking now, but divine timing is different than our human perspective of timing. But now it's in this time gap, in the illusion of time. And I can't. I hear within this and 1 month, but when I speak it and when I go there, I also directly hear, be careful with this, because this is so depending on so many different factors, and I'm always very careful with um, time predictions. This is, you have your own free will and you make your own choices, but there are a lot of opportunities that are hanging in your energy field now, where you are now. Seven of Cups as an advice is also, whenever the confusion rises, don't make any decision. Don't take any steps when you feel confused, but when you feel confused, connect. Go within until you find some clarity. So don't make any important decisions from a place of confusion. Big advice here also. King of Cups again. Beautiful. With this King of Cups coming through here 2 times, this is an invitation. It's also in the position of guidance for you, for where you are right now. It's this energy of being very mature and being very in touch with your own feelings. So the invitation is there also to stay very much in touch with your feelings. But what I also feel with this King of Cups coming through twice, is someone, most probably a masculine figure, that is about to step into your life to help you in some kind of way. It doesn't have to be a man, but it's someone with a masculine energy and someone that is very much in touch with their feelings. This is someone that is, you feel very much at ease with them. You will feel very much at ease with them. It will feel very safe and very familiar in a sense also. So this might be someone that you know already, that is about to step in to help you through this situation. But for most this is someone new. Or someone new, at least the connection that you are about to build with this person, if you don't know them yet, then, or if you know them but there is not a strong connection yet, you are about to build a strong relationship, a strong connection with this person. Strong, it's a connection that just feels very safe, very at ease, very at home also. This is someone who can wrap their arms around you and just hold you without words, and you will feel very comfortable with them. So if you don't have a person like that in your life, your future self wants to bring you this message that there is also someone also in your energy field in this moment. So they are also about to step in. So also be open to that, for that. That is also here at the bottom of the deck, in the also with advice and guidance that wants to come through, is also remind yourself that you are going through a transformation, a transition, and allow yourself the space to fully go through it. So if you need something extra because of this, just give yourself whatever you need, which is also the King of Cups, which is really taking care of yourself and reminding yourself that, okay, this is not an it's not the most easy phase of my life. So if I need a little bit more rest, or I need a little bit more care or retreat, or whatever you feel you need, give yourself that. Be that King of Cups for yourself. Let's see. What else does your future self wants to share here? I'm gonna get some peeks here already, maybe get some peeks here into, maybe that's what I felt. This is just another message. Try not to dwell on the past or spend too much time worrying about the future. All it does is steal your joy and sense of inner peace. Concentrate on the here and now and enjoy every moment for what it is. You are creating new memories. So, just an extra message here of whatever you chose or will choose to step away from, leave it in the past also. There is no need to dwell in there. It's good to go through the process and um, to fully release whatever you are letting go of, whatever you are stepping away from. It's good to fully integrate that process, but don't dwell in memories or stuff that is not serving you. The worrying, also, which is the Nine of Swords that was here. There is no need to worry too much about the future, because all that it does is steal your joy and your inner peace. So be exactly where you are, which is also this Hanged Man energy. Take everything step by step and fully be in every step that you take, which is also taking care of yourself into a process, within a process of transformation, within the process of death and rebirth. You are just taking everything step by step, and you are fully present in each and every step you take. The more you are present with each and every step you take, the more you are present in the here and now, the more you allow joy and inner peace to be within your experience. Okay. So your future self wants to bring through some peaks of the life that your future self is living. And again, you are dancing through life here. Very joyful, pure joy, very beautiful energy, very free also. Very free. And also free to be you. There is a freedom that is around you, within you, in your expression also. But it's also you this creative expression, this expression of your authenticity, which is the essence of the vision that I receive for you. Free expression of your authenticity. And it just puts a smile on your face. The smile is a consequence of what you are experiencing within. It just naturally happens. You have to smile because you feel, because of what you feel. The Ace of Swords. So your future self wants to share with you that in the future you are very clear. You are also clear and also shining. You are very shiny and shining from the inside out. This authenticity, it's also the purity of the sword. It's the crystal clear purity of what is happening in your life, of what you want, of where you are. But it's also you, the authenticity of you, which is your purity, no masks, nothing to cover up here. Just you as you are, which is like the Ace of Swords. It's the Ace of Swords has cut through all illusion, and it's you expressing yourself in your truth, in your authenticity. You are like a crystal gem, and you can see that, people can also see that, but it's mainly you who is experiencing this. So where there was so much confusion before, or where you are now, there is a lot of clarity in the energy of your future self. And a very expansive energy also. A very expansive energy. Wow. The Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So a lot of new opportunities, but also you are doing something different according to job, according to career, according to projects which already came through, some creative project that you are working on. You are doing something different. You are filling in your job, career area, work, job, career area. You are filling that in a very different way, or in a different way. Or if you are already doing what you are doing, there are a lot of new aspects that are being added to what you are doing. It might also be for some that new resources are reaching you. Something that you tried to do before didn't lift off, and then in your future self is bringing you a message of there is success in that area. There is success in your work, career, money area. Work, job, career, money, resources area. There is success. What else is here? Pile 1, future self. This one. The world. Beautiful. For some, there is travel involved. For sure, there is completion of this cycle where you are going through now. There is completion in different areas also, but your future self mainly wants to share with you that you have completed a cycle that felt like the journey or the growth of the lotus flower, which is going through the muddy waters, going through dark muddy waters, not seeing where to go, a lot of difficulties, to then rise up at the surface and open up clean and pure after a difficult, dark, muddy journey. So your future self is in the state of the lotus flower, which is an integration and a completion of a difficult journey. And it's related to where you are right now. For some, again, there is travel involved, relocation, moving somewhere, meeting people also overseas, meeting different people in different places in the world. Connecting with people from all over the world or from different places in the world. New connections for sure here. New connections and promising connections also. And there is also space for you to make new plans, to stare in the distance and to allow yourself to dream about where can I go from here, but from a joyful place. So there is peace and there is joy and there is excitement, there is this happiness, this optimism, and not but, and there is also space to add some new, add something new, and you have the space to dream about now, where do I want, what do I want to, where do I go from here, but from a very positive, peaceful place. The main thing that is in here is that there is space. It's not that you have a lot of difficulties to work through, that there are a lot of obstacles showing up for you and there is no space, or you are too exhausted, or whatever, that the feeling of there is no space to dream. And this is something that is very present in your future self energy. And the fact that it comes through like that here also feels very different than where you are right now. Now there is a lot on your mind, there is a lot to do, and there is very little space to look far ahead. Your future self has that space to look far ahead and to look and to sit in a peaceful place, be in peace within, and have the space, the time, the space, and the energy also to look ahead. What's next? What do I want from here? Which is a very beautiful energy. It's a very peaceful energy. And it's also a very expansive energy. It's a creative energy also. This creative flow that also came through here. That is the essence also of your reading. Involves the essence of your reading, this creativity. And I also feel and hear very beautiful places. So if there, this is a message, this is very specific for some or someone, some specific places that you always wanted to go to, but you never found the time, the space, or the resources to go there. Your future self has the time and the space and the resources to go there. What do I want from here? What dreams did I had before this difficult journey, before the mess began? So coming back to long cherished desires here. Beautiful, very beautiful. One more here. Education. So for some, this dreaming about what do I want from here? What do I want now? Um, some of you gonna study something new, learn something new, indulge yourself in something new. Something that you really enjoy, something that is, it's not something that you have to do, it's something that you want to do. And there is, that's the energy also. Slow and steady is also here, which is the hanged man energy again. So step by step. But this education is, you are doing, you have the time and the space to indulge yourself in your interests, in what is calling you, what is allowing you to dance, what makes your soul dance. It's so beautiful how, I don't know if you see it very well, but this is, it's like a mini her who is dancing above the book, which is beautiful. You don't see it very well, but I can see it, and I share it with you because it's the same energy as your vision, this freedom, free expression, dancing through life and doing the things you want to do and having the time and the space and the resources for that. Being able to peacefully and calmly sit at the beach, somewhere in nature, at a lake, in a forest, whatever is a peaceful place for you, watching the sky, watching the stars, having this time and space for it. So your future self has that time and space for it and really also wants to share that with you. And it's very important for you to know that wherever you are now, your future self is living a very different life. And it's a consequence of the choice that you are making now or that you are about to make. It's connected with this choice. So good job, I hear. Good job. Not an easy choice, but the best choice you could make or you can make. Okay, my dear beautiful pile one, this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope this was helpful, and I'm sending lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one. Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Whomever chose pile 2, I have a message for you. And for you, pile 2, the number, I pulled a number and it's 777 that comes out for you. And this brings me to your future self, which shows up as a spiritually highly developed being. And your future self also wants to speak to you about spirituality, about intuition, about your inner knowing, about higher truth. And your future self is in a position where it shares your future self is fully aligned with your purpose, and it's sharing its insights and wisdom with others. For for some of you, this is, for all of you, this is about spiritual practice also. And this can play out in different ways, but for some of you also, this is literally a spiritual practice where you are practicing your gifts with others. You are in service with your gifts to others. This might already be the case because you are on this path already for a while. So it's possible you are already doing something in that direction. But your future self wants to share some things, wants to share some messages with you according to this. And I feel for most of you, because your future self is fully aligned with your purpose. And I feel for most of you also, you are dedicated on that path. You are already on that path, and you are very dedicated also on that path. Very, very high spiritual energy that is coming through here for you. So for most of you, you are already on that path. But there is also, there is a new aspect here in the future around that, which is for some that you are starting on that path or starting to share your gifts, and for others new gifts arriving, or new aspects are combining, merging with you. And your future self wants to share that with you, or wants to share some things about this with you. Heaven on earth, creating your own heaven on earth, for you and for others, for all involved here. A very beautiful position that you are embodying here, your future self. You are a rock, you are a lighthouse to others here. To yourself in the first place, and by so fully embodying it, you are that to others also. A lot of learning, a lot of dedication, a lot of practice, spiritual practice. Let's see. I first want to see where you are right now. There is some conflict where you are right now. Some conflict which might have to do with certain actions that you are action that you want to take but unable to take, or action that might get it might get blocked by others or by circumstances. The essence here of where you are right now is the Lovers. But I feel in here destiny. Judgment is also here. You see, this is your mission. This is your calling. Judgment, Five of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, where you are right now. For some, this is this is the lack of direction where you are right now. The lack of direction into your purpose. Again, this conflict according to certain actions that you want to take, but they are being blocked by circumstances, by others, by yourself, maybe, by stuff that is still rising. So, in lack of direction, in a sense, in lack of, yeah, in lack of direction. For others, this is where you are right now. You have a clear idea of what you are supposed to do. God has been calling you, God's source spirit, your guidance has been calling you, and you feel very clearly where to go, what to do, which road to take, or continue on the path or in the direction that you are already in. But you are experiencing difficulties according to money, resources, maybe some physical sickness, ailments. Um, Let me clarify this one here. But there are some areas that you feel in lack of, and this areas, it's the physical area. So this is about money, resources, stuff, things, material things, and also your physical body. Nine of Cups is also here. For most of you, this feels like with the Lovers as your essence, like, okay, I know what I have to do, or at least I have this urge, I have this pull to do something, to go somewhere, to follow on the path that I'm already on. I know I am the right thing, I'm doing the right thing, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, or at least I'm in the direction of it. And then there is, or lack of material things, lack of health, or then this lack of direction, full direction, of lack of being able together with this conflict with actions. I want to do this, this is really what I'm being called to do. I hear the calling, I feel the calling, but I am unable to fulfill my wish. I am unable to experience the fulfillment of this path. There is conflict between lack. There is a lack mentality and an experience of lack also, according to your visions, to what you see yourself doing here. I clarify this Nine of Cups. Struggle, yeah. Exhaustion is also in here. And in a sense also resistance. Resistance to fully go there, because it all feels kind of difficult to actually go there while you know you have to go there. But stuff is working against. But the calling is clear. The calling is clear. You feel it. I have to do this. I have to walk that path, to do this specific career, specific job, specific work. The calling. You heard the calling, and that one, that is clear, but it's not flowing. It feels like a struggle. And again, this exhaustion, also the physics, the physical resources are low in this moment here for most of you. Yeah, the avoidance also. Eight of Cups in reverse here. So Eight of Cups is normally walking away from something that is not serving you, but it's in reverse. So it's staying in a place that is not really serving you, but it feels like you are being forced to stay somewhere where you feel you are not in your place. This might also be that there is some fear involved, fear of change. Although for most of you, I don't feel that if there is fear or if there are worries, that this is actually stopping you. It's more so the situation that is, or the circumstances that are making it very difficult for you. Home also, Four of Wands in reversed. Conflicts again. Not having the support, the resources, the circumstances that are kind of working against. At least that is your experience. So let's see what your future self wants to say to you, wants to share with you according to this. Guidance for you according to this. Because it's part of your path, and you also know that, but it's frustrating, and I feel you there. I understand what I feel what you are going through here. You see it, you try also, but it's not flowing. At least now it's not flowing. But it will flow, and you also know that. You know that. You also get these messages. Like I say, you are spiritually connected. You have your practices, you have this connection, strong connection with God, Source Spirit, with your own guidance. And you also know that. You also receive these messages like in divine timing, be patient. There is always some opportunity in whatever challenge is in front of me, so you know that. But still, it keeps on coming back. You are a little bit tired of the struggle here. Maybe a little bit more than a little bit. Maybe more than just a little. Let me see here. Guidance and advice from your future self. Your future self wants to share with you that it's very important to work together with. And for some of you, this is working together with others. For most of you, this is remembering your connection to the divine, which you do. But your future self is inviting you to go there even more. And whatever situation you are in, to always call in your guidance and ask them, allow me to see this, allow me to experience this situation through your eyes. God, Source, Spirit, whatever you connect to. Allow them to give you a different perspective. Allow them to offer you a different experience of the circumstance that is as it is in this moment. And you know that I'm just here to remind you of to do that even more, because at times you forget. And a very strong message here: you are not alone in this. You are working together with divine forces, and divine forces are working with you and with your situation. But whatever situation you are in, it's always an opportunity to learn something, to gain something, to forgive, to see it from a different perspective, to find peace through it. But call your guidance in at all times. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition is very much on point, and where you are right now already, your intuition is very much on point, but also in the future, very, very intuitive. And your future self is also it's a natural language for your future self. It's already a natural language for you also. It keeps on evolving, but it's on point. You can trust in your own intuition. So listen, and also act on it. And what also comes through here with this intuition is you what I just said, the messages that you receive. This is whatever the circumstances are, whatever the situation is that you are in that is not flowing, your intuition and your guidance is also speaking to you about that. Is also giving you nudges and insights and ideas, inspirations according to that. So receive them and act on them. Not only receive them, also act on them, which is a message for some. It's good to receive it, it's good to receive it, but then it's also act on it. Guidance along. I hear guidance along. Guidance along. Guidance along. Guidance along the path. But that we said already. Your intuition is guiding you along the path. Trust your intuition. The Knight of Swords. A lot of messages coming in here. Receive them. There is also a lot of movement. There is something changing also in your perception, in your way of thinking, which is also this spirituality, a higher truth. Delving deep within the self. There are messages coming through. There are insights coming through. There are certain inspirations coming through that are changing your perspective, and it's happening now. You are in this process now. And sometimes this might be confusing in a way, but just trust in the process also, because beneath the surface there is a lot of learning that is going on. And at times you are conscious of that, and at other times you are unconscious of that. A lot of dreams possibly. Sometimes it might even feel that you are while awake, that you lose your consciousness, in a sense. Not that you lose your consciousness, that you fall down or something, but while awake you are doing your things, and then you suddenly become conscious. So, on an unconscious level, it feels like you are dreaming, but there is just a lot that is happening on an unconscious level, and you are being invited here to lean into that, surrender into that. A lot is happening for you here beneath the surface. So, and your intuition has already been speaking to you about this also. But it might be confusing at times, like I say, but it's just because you are receiving a lot, and you are mm, you are integrating everything that you are receiving. And it's like, because you are receiving so much, it's like your body, not your body, but your consciousness shuts down in a sense. Your wake state shuts down because unconsciously you are integrating a lot. You are learning a lot. You are remembering a lot. You are receiving a lot. And then it might seem for you that you are losing your mind in a sense. But I don't feel any fear here, according to this, but this is a message for some to just understand what is actually happening with you beneath the surface. It's because of that. Your your receptors are working full on. They are driving over hours. They are full on working and receiving and integrating and replacing a lot, also correcting a lot. Um, Changes within your DNA, within your energetic imprint, physical, spiritual, emotional, energetical body. There is a lot of changes that are happening, and it's it's in a sense as a protection that your consciousness shuts down, so it can just naturally happen. Because if you are fully conscious of that with your human mind, it's not the best. I hope that makes sense. A lot of information that is falling into place for you, and information on all levels and on all frequencies here. Lot of movement, a lot of movement within you in connection with the divine here. So just trust in the process, which is also this Three of Pentacles energy that is here. This is you in working together with the divine. Divine, when your consciousness shuts down, it's the divine that is taking over and is working with you on a deeper level. Five of Pentacles shows up here again. So some advice according, whenever you feel in lack. Whenever you feel in lack, plan ahead. So there are some things that you can plan, that is within your control of planning ahead. And planning ahead doesn't have to be specific steps, although it can be. If there are specific steps you can take, small steps, and that you also feel like taking, take them. For others, if there is nothing that you can really do, then take the steps in your imagination. Go there. Nourish your dreams. Give healthy, um, healthy nourishment to your dreams and to your visions. And just, there is always something you can do. And your future self is inviting you also to do whatever you can do and whatever you feel inspired to do, especially when you are overwhelmed with these feelings of lack, when you get frustrated by lack of resources or lack of whatever you are frustrated about or whatever triggers you. Then step away from that, forgive, release, let go, surrender, and look at what can you do, because there is always something you can do. And what can you do with your view on the future also? Which doesn't mean you have to leave the now and only be in the future. Be fully present where you are, be fully present in the here and now, but with a focus on the future. There are certain things that you can do that are related to your future, to the tomorrow, which can be as close as tomorrow, which can be as close as this evening. But something um, that is a goal which is related to this calling that you feel. And if you don't know what to do, again, intuition, connection, which is very strong with you. This is your GPS, which is guiding you along. It's guiding you along your path, and again, it's very much on point. So you can consciously ask also, what is my Two of Wands, which is an energy of planning ahead. How can I plan ahead here? So if you don't know, ask. If you do know, your future self invites you to also go there. Nourish these dreams of yours, this heaven on earth of yours. What is your heaven on earth? Nourish that. The Magician is also here, which is you creating. You have all the tools with you to create whatever you want, anything you want. It's your own participation also in the process of co-creating with the divine. And you are also been invited to embody your role, to um, participate in this process. It's important for you, though, to feel inspired too. Don't see this as something that you have to do. Don't see this as a job. Feel, it has to feel good. You have to feel inspired to do this. And don't take it all too serious. I also hear with this. Don't take it all too serious, and find your enthusiasm in here. But do participate. And these steps, this can be something very small. This can also be just sit and look into a magazine and um, look at images or texts or whatever is related to the vision that you have, whatever is related to the calling that you feel. Just something that feels like making progress towards your calling. So don't see it as something else you have to do. You are supposed to be enthusiastic about this. So if it is as simple as sitting relaxed in the sofa with a magazine, go for it. Follow your inspiration. What do I feel like doing? What feels light? What sparks enthusiasm and joy within me? Follow that. Related to your calling. Doesn't even have to be directly related to your calling, because following your joy and your inspiration can also it can lead you somewhere that is also related to your calling, but not on the first view. It just, maybe you are inspired to just go for a walk, and you follow that inspiration, and then on that walk you meet something that is then related to your calling. So it's follow your joy and follow your inspiration, but stay aware of your calling. Be open for that. But then again, if you do feel like something with the goal on your calling, if you feel inspired to go there, go there. Another message here for where you are right now. You can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. Change comes from thinking thoughts that you have never thought before and showing up to meet them down streets you've never walked before. So this is again this, there is a change that is happening in your way of thinking. There are different ideas, different inspiration, different thoughts that are being received by you. So this is what is happening, the process that is happening with you in this specific moment that you are going through. But your higher self, your future self, is also bringing you this message of, whenever you are in this lack mentality, try to be aware of the same thoughts that are rising, and also understand that these thoughts are not serving you. You know this. I'm just here to, again, put this in the light. Whenever you feel in lack, means you are identified with the illusion, because lack is not your truth. Your truth is abundance. So whenever you feel in lack of, you are identified with something that you are not, with an energy that you are not, and there are certain thoughts that come in that state. And you are being invited to be aware of that, to catch yourself when these thoughts rise, and to say no to those thoughts. Get behind me, Satan. This is not what we do anymore. I am not a victim of my circumstances. I also hear in here. I am not a victim of my past, which are the old thoughts, the old programs, and I am not a victim of my circumstances. Every circumstance, every situation is an opportunity for growth. So try to catch yourself when um, thoughts from the old program try to catch you. Stay aware of that. What I also feel in here is, go somewhere, do something that you never did before. And again, with this feeling of excitement, something that you feel enthusiastic about. Also about certain roads. Maybe you are walking or driving the same road a lot of times, and there is this invitation in here to be very much in touch with your intuition, with your guidance also, when you are taking these roads that are very much a habit to you, and then to tap in and to feel um, if it's possible to take a different road. Again, if there is the enthusiasm for that. Also, according to some things you do or some things you read, um, that are like a habit, your future self is inviting you to do something new here. Do something different. And literally walk streets that you never walked before. So there is a big message in here of a lot is changing beyond your own control, the divine that is working with you, but you are also being invited to be the magician in that process of a lot is changing according to things that are a habit, things that you are used to, and spirit and your future self is inviting you to also participate in this process of doing things differently from out of a state of enthusiasm. Very important. Okay, let me see. I now want to see your future self. What your future self is doing here, or what is the essence of your future self, what your future self wants to share with you about your future life. Hmm. The Hermit, which is again this inner wisdom that is coming through here, this inner knowing, this higher truth also. You being in your future self being in a very strong and very powerful connection with your inner knowing and with your guidance, which you are already, is just an expansion of that. And also this lighthouse for others, what I said already, this rock for others, and also you are sharing you are sharing this higher truth and your inner wisdom in general. You are sharing that with others. You are in service with what you went through on your own inner journey, and what you are still going through also on your own inner journey, but you are in service with that. A lot of wisdom pile too. You have you have gained a lot of wisdom. You have gained access to a lot of wisdom. You have walked quite a journey already to unlock so many treasures within yourself and within your connection with the divine. You are a treasure box to others with who you are, and with what you have done, with the path that you have walked, with the choices that you made and that you keep on making. You are a treasure box to others. And your future self is also, is in a very humble way, is also fully embodying that and fully sharing the treasures of you. Your future self is also, mm, this is a message that your future self really wants to bring through according to where you are right now, because your future self is very free according to I can act on what I want to do. which is very different here with where you are right now. There is now this conflict of I want to, but I can't. Something is holding me back, and your future self is fully free in there. Your future self has the freedom to act whenever you want to act. It has that possibility. You have that possibility. Forgive me to say it, but it's your future self. So you have that possibility. Freedom. Freedom of acting. Freedom of action. And also specifically to whatever this is, whatever you feel limited or whatever you feel in lack of now, that's exactly where you are free in the future, where you experience freedom in the future. And your ancestors are also very connected with this, specifically with action. So this might be a generational trauma, a generational pattern that you were working or have been working through, and that are still showing its last flares here, according to feeling in lack of or feeling limited of. And your future self is fully free from that. There is the trauma, the generational stuff related to this that you agreed on working through in this lifetime is fully completed in your future self. So freedom to act, that feels very, very, freedom to act, it carries a lot for you. It carries a lot for you, and you know what this means. This is also individual for each and every one. You know what this means for you. Freedom to act. And your future self wants to say to you, in your future, you are free to act. You have that freedom. The broken heart with the thinking woman. This is again you um, in your future self with community that is sharing your own heartbreaks, experiences that you went through that were very painful and that you struggled through. You found your way through. You healed your heart. You healed the wounds in your heart, and you are now also sharing that with your community. You are bringing that to others. You are teaching that to others in service. And it's very healing for your community or for the community, for others. With whomever you share this, it's very healing. And you bring this in a very beautiful way also. Some of you might even want to write a book or have written a book, lectures, teachings. You also like to use your mind, your intellect. You have a strong intellect also, and it's been used here in you by your future self. It's already been used by you, but also your future self is using your intellect in its highest potential, and it's serving. It's serving others. It's serving yourself, and it's serving others. So very beautiful how you alchemized here the pain into service, but the pain into love. You alchemize the pain into love. Every tear you have shed is like it's a treasure for others, that treasure box that is coming through again. Every tear that you have shed throughout your lifetime, throughout your journey, every tear that you have shed is is a treasure for others in the position of your future self. Very beautiful. So you fully understand the journey also. I have to say that. You fully understand the journey. A highly evolved being here. Very beautiful. Very beautiful to connect with your energy. Thank you for being here. Pile 3, future self. Thank you. One more. The mountain and listening. With the magic stream again. So this is again listening to you, to your future self is it's a treasure again. It's creating miracles. It's very magical to be in your presence. The presence of your future self is very magical and very miraculous, very healing to be with. People are hanging on your lips. People want to hear what you have to say or what you have to share. You are standing out also. You are being seen by others, um, and you are also being recognized in the journey that you went through. And I don't know where you are right now, but for most of you, where you are right now, there is not a lot of people who really understand how you feel, what you go through, the dedication that you have within you. There is very few or even none humans that actually know this. But this is also different in your future self. People will see you, people will recognize you, and people will acknowledge you, the difficulties that you went through. They will also recognize themselves in your journey. They will hear you or they will read whatever you put out or watch whatever you put out, and they will have this feeling of by listening to you, or by being in your presence, by receiving what you want to share, they feel seen and they feel heard, which is very beautiful. So full service here. And this is your purpose. Here, your future self is fully standing, acting, embodying, being in your purpose, in your highest potential. And it's loaded with service. And this is what you know. This is the calling that you also heard. You know this. And again, it can take shape in very different forms. It can also be through music, but you are sharing. You are sharing something here. Something that is very healing for others. Okay, my dear beautiful pile 2, this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope this was helpful, and I'm sending lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one. Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings, welcome in this lovely space with me. Whomever chose pile 3, I have a message for you. And for you, pile 3, the number that came through for you is 555, which is an energy of change. It's an energy of freedom. It's an energy of adventure. It's an energy of being comfortable also with change. It's an energy that trusts, or this is your future self. Your future self is very adventurous. It's very free. It's trusting in the directions of the directions of the divine. It's your future self is very much in flow and in sync with the divine plan, in a sense, the ways of the divine. And you are fully trusting also in these waves. If there are certain kinks in the road or anything, you are just very excuse me, you are just very comfortable with everything that happens. There is an inner peace that is very present in your future self here. And your future self is not afraid of taking risks. It's not afraid of doing new things, taking new roads, trying new things. Very comfortable and very confident within yourself. There is an explorer vibe also coming through here from your future self. Ah, let's try this, let's try that. There is no fear involved. It's maybe a little bit, some things are maybe a little bit uncomfortable, but your future self is just fully going for every road that feels right, that the universe, that God or spirit puts on your path. You are just fully in sync with this, with the divine plan, which is a very, it's a very, very positive energy. It's a very light energy. It's a very, what's the word for that? Aanstekelijk. Um, your energy is influencing others in a very positive way. You are this positive point for many here. the positive drive through, if there are challenges or something, you are this positive drive through it. And people are really appreciating that. Others are really appreciating that from you and within you. Your presence is it feels as a support, and it feels as an inspiration. It's very inspiring. That's the word I was looking for. So let's see for you, pile 3. I first want to go into where you are right now. Five of Wands wants to peek out. Pile 3. Queen of Wands with the Moon. This feels a little like in this moment you are not fully aware of your talents, your beauty, your positivity, your passion, your drive. Or it's difficult to find it in this moment. Where you are right now, the essence of it is a Page of Pentacles, which are new ways that are opening up for you. This is where you are right now. The Ten of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Tower. What is this Tower here with the Page? What I feel here for you, because we have the Fool jumping out also to clarify the Page of Pentacles with the Tower here. What I feel for you, pile 3, is where you are right now. There are certain opportunities here that are opening up for you, or certain opportunities that are in your field of reach, that are hanging around you. But with this Tower and this Fool in reversed also, it feels like you are feeling unprepared for these opportunities. Also with the Queen of Wands, with the Moon, you are not aware of your value. You are not aware of your talents. You are somewhere in a place of I feel unworthy of. You are being disturbed by feelings of unworthiness, I feel here. And where you are right now, there are really very beautiful, there is Ten of Cups is also here. Very beautiful opportunities around you, or opening up for you. You can see them already, or you can sense them at least. But they shake you a little bit off balance. And these opportunities are presenting themselves to you, but because you are in your because you are identified with this feeling of not being unworthy of, you are not fully seeing the beauty of everything that is around you in this moment, everything that is opening up for you in this moment. There is a fear also, fear of stepping into a new road, doing something new. There is a fear here for that. And with this Four of Cups here, it feels like there is a misperception of the opportunities here that are presented to you, that are being presented to you, or that will be presented to you. And this misperception of it is coming from this place of I don't feel worthy of. Let's see what your future self wants to share here with you. Because it's about the five, it's 555, it's change. It's a big energy of change. And your future self is so very comfortable with change. It's so very comfortable with adventure, with doing new things. And then here where you are right now, there is this you that is afraid of stepping into something new, taking a new road somewhere, doing something different. So your future self really wants to come through here with this message of where you are right now, whatever is presented to you right now, you will have to step through that because it's part of what you are supposed to evolve into. Your future self has taken these challenges as opportunities for growth. A similar situation as where you are in now, it's not the first time you get situations like this. That's also why your future self is coming through here with this message of we are comfortable with change. We are actually an adventurous spirit. You are actually an adventurous spirit. And you will be presented these challenges or these opportunities for change as long, or you will be presented them because it's part of your growth to step through your unworthiness here, to step through that feeling of feeling uncomfortable. You are supposed to get out of your comfort zone here, to come to that point of being so adventurous and being so at ease with change. So where you are right now, there is a part of you that just wants things to stay as they are. Or at least a part of you that wants to stay in your comfort zone. But your future self says, come to this side because it's super fun here. It's super fun and it's freedom. It offers a sense of freedom to feel comfortable with change. Another message here from your guidance directly. We are always speaking to you and sending you messages. When you feel like you are alone in a situation, just know that you never truly are. We are reminding you to stop. Stop, look around and believe in something else, something more. We've got your back. So your guidance here, this is coming through from your future self, which is also your higher self, but this is also your guidance that is coming through very strongly here to send you some words of support, to let you know that wherever you are, even though it might feel scary, we've got your back. We are always with you. And you are being presented with these challenges, which are opportunities, if you choose to see them like that. You are being presented with these challenges because your soul wants to evolve into that future version of you, which really highlights the being comfortable with change, the freedom, the adventure, which is your true nature. And your soul is also longing to be in that state of freedom, to be in that state of adventure, to experience freedom and adventure. And the way there is through these challenges, like the one that you are now in. This new thing that's been presented to you, it's your unworthiness that is holding you back and that is creating worst case scenarios or that is creating stories in your mind that are not based on truth. You are also receiving a lot of guidance according to this. We are always speaking to you and sending you messages. So also an invitation here from your future self and from your guidance to be aware of the messages that you receive and to also trust in the messages that you receive. Another message here, because I felt called to turn around the deck. You will soon be surprised and grateful for how everything happened the way it did. For you to receive better and greater. It's all adding up in your favor. Trust in the process and trust how things are unfolding for you. So trust also here. And take these opportunities. Take these opportunities that feel right for you. Just tap into your feeling. If an opportunity opens up for you, then feel. If there is fear, then also honestly look at where does the fear come from. Is the fear based on truth? Is the situation truly fearful? Or is just me that still believes or identifies with the belief that I am not good enough, that I am not worthy of receiving these opportunities? Because you are. And again, you are also supposed, to step into this higher version of you here, which is your way to this beautiful, free, and adventurous future you. That is really you are embracing new experiences. It's very typical for your path. And you also came in with the plan for your soul to evolve in there, to learn to say no to the voices of the fear and to listen to the voices of the truth, which are trust and faith, and the knowingness that you are always safe, that you are very protected, and that nothing can truly harm you. And yes, it's good to discern, very good to discern, but discern from a healthy place, not from a fear based perception. So let's see what your future self wants to say to you according to this. What guidance does your future self want to offer you here? Mastery. Eight of Pentacles. It's here this keep on learning, keep on growing, keep on working towards your goals, keep on mastering yourself, which is understanding when the fear speaks and seeing it, or understanding when the fear speaks, and when the fear speaks, also don't let that hold you back. So keep on mastering the process that you are in. And the way it comes through here, Eight of Pentacles, feels like you have been working a lot already on this. You have been working a lot and very hard on this to master yourself, to master this part of you, to step through the fears and to don't let the fears hold you back. To don't go into, I also feel in here with this tower, freeze. Freeze. To don't let situations like this freeze you. And again, I feel you have walked a path already according to this, where you at first completely froze and were unable to act, to do anything. You are now, you have evolved already in there. So it's not that you completely freeze anymore. You are already doing something. There is movement according to this. But it's possible where you are right now that this freeze, there is some old intensity from this feeling that is rising up in the situation where you are right now. So there is an intense feeling from an intense old feeling that is like rising now. And what I feel to share with this is whenever we try to integrate something new, we are unlearning an old program and stepping into a new program, a new way of behaving, um, a new behavior. And when we do that, when we go through the process of unlearning the old program, just before the moment that you switch, or just before the moment of leveling up, there is this big um, flare up from the old behavior or the old program, and I feel that in here. An enemy fights the hardest just the moment before surrender. And again, I don't want to put this here as an enemy, but if you try to unlearn a default program, then it is kind of an enemy. It's something that you want to master. You want to alchemize that. You want to transform that. So it's a process. It's in a sense an enemy. It's something that you want to work through, to be in control of, instead of the program being in control of you, which is the freezing. If something freezes you, the freeze in that moment is in control of you. And you are on your path of working through that. And I feel here with this Eight of Pentacles, you are on the brink of mastering this, which is breaking through the fact that this still has control over you. So your future self wants to share with you, keep on doing what you are doing. Keep on facing yourself. Keep on mastering this. Keep on mastering this. Ace of Cups is also coming through here, which is related to the unworthiness. I keep on saying this, but it's it's just so helpful, and it brings us back to our truth, which is daily filling up your own cup from God, Source, Spirit. Fill up your own cup with divine essence, especially when you feel unworthy. Surrender the unworthiness to God, Source, Spirit. Surrender it, or to your guidance, whatever you connect to. Surrender the unworthiness to something higher than yourself. Forgive, release, let go, surrender, and choose to refill your own cup, the space that you have made with this release. Choose to refill that with divine essence, which is worthiness, it's confidence, it's love, it's care, whatever this is for you, whatever you want to put in the place of feeling unworthy of. So release, surrender, forgive, release, let go, surrender, and refill. This is so, so very important, and so many of us forget the refill. Because you are making space, you are releasing something, and then there is space. So also choose to fill up that space with what you want to experience. And God's Source Spirit is there with its divine essence to pour into you, to fill up that space with truth, with divine feelings. So your future self also wants to share that with you. Keep on doing that, or start doing that. Whenever you feel unworthy, surrender and refill. And the consequence of that is that the identification with the unworthiness will fade. The more you do this. For me, it's a daily practice, and I advise anyone to do this as a daily practice. It's self-care, it's self-love. It keeps you balanced, it keeps you centered, which is needed in this world. So keep on doing that. It's a gift, a daily gift that you can give to yourself, or whenever you feel like your future self is cheering you on here to do this. Fill up, my dear, fill up with what you deserve instead of feeling unworthy. Because again, it's an old program and it's not serving you. And you know that also. What else is here? Your future self advice for you. The Five of Swords with the Ace of Swords. I have to drink a little, excuse me. The Five of Swords with the Ace of Swords, which is Five of Swords is conflict in the mind. This is limiting beliefs and very beautiful cards that want to peek out for you. Five of Swords, limiting beliefs, which is again here this unworthiness or whatever comes up with you when you think about what are these limiting beliefs that I tell myself, what are the stories that I tell myself that are creating conflict within me. Ace of Swords, cut through the BS. Your future self comes through like that. Be aware, be conscious of the thoughts you have, the stories that you tell yourself, the beliefs that you have that are not serving you. See them and choose to cut them out. Say no to them. Get behind me, Satan. I don't listen to you anymore because you are not serving me. To the thoughts, to the beliefs, to whatever is there that is causing conflict within you. Old programs. Cut through it. With the Ace of Swords here, I also feel Archangel Michael coming through very strong, which you can really, really call in to help you with that also. To cut through anything that is not serving you. And these are thoughts, the way it comes through here is that you are, it's a situation in the illusion of time that comes through here where you are peaceful, you are feeling peaceful. And then suddenly there is this train of thoughts, or there is this one thought, and it's attacking your inner peace. And your future self wants to bring you this message of be aware of that, because you are aware of that. That's also why it comes through like this. You are aware, you can see these moments, you can catch yourself in these moments. And when you catch yourself, use the energy of the Ace of Swords or call in Archangel Michael, which is behind the catching yourself and choosing again. It's also cutting out old programs, cutting out the wires that are there that are not serving you. The Ace of Swords also in here is choosing the truth. So you can catch yourself whenever these thoughts rise, catch yourself, see them for what they are, which is illusion, and then choose again. Choose to identify with your truth, which is also the Ace of Swords, with your true nature. And when you identify with your true nature, the thoughts of conflict fade. They don't touch you when you are identified with your true self. So clarity into what are thoughts that are coming from a place of illusion and what are thoughts, ideas, inspiration that are coming from a place of truth. This clarity in here. Your future self wants to highlight this again for you, which again means you are already very conscious of that, but your future self wants to highlight that to whenever you catch yourself, also add something different here, which is the cutting through. Change of alchemize the illusion into truth, which is also whenever you catch yourself according to this unworthiness, then also with the process of surrendering, forgive, release, let go, surrender, also refill. And also with the thoughts. See the thoughts of illusion and alchemize them into thoughts of truth. So your future self wants to point you into this complete process of inner work. Not only the releasing, the letting go, the forgiveness, the surrendering, the catching yourself, the seeing it, but also adding to it the truth and what you want to experience, which is a very, very important step when we are doing inner work. And exactly this step, because when I say inner work, I also feel resistance coming from you. Work, right? But the complete process of the inner work, which is the steps that your future self wants to point you to, the refilling and the changing with thoughts of truth, is the part of the inner work that doesn't feel like work. It's the part of the inner work where you are allowing yourself to receive goodness. So you are doing the work before, but then just to make it complete and to integrate it, to ground it into your being, to anchor the alchemizing process into your being is by adding that last step, which is the gift you give to yourself. So don't forget to do that. What else is here? Guidance from your future self. Thank you. Three of Pentacles, work together. This came through. Knight of Swords is also here, which is again messages and also a different way of thinking, which came already through. But the Three of Pentacles, if I'm correct, it came through in all three piles. I'm not sure about all three, but for sure it came through in one other pile. But this is this invitation of work together with us. At all times, call your guidance in, wherever you are, whatever you do. Call God, Source, Spirit, whatever you connect to. Call them in whatever you do, wherever you go. Whatever you think, feel, experience, call God, Source, Spirit in there with you. I hear for you, connect with us and receive the experience of power, which I feel here in this freeze, whenever this freeze or a frequency of that freeze disturbs you, there is this invitation of connect with us, with your higher guidance, and experience the connect with us and experience the power. There is in these moments of freeze, or whatever has the frequency of that freeze, when you at that moment call in your guidance, you're gonna feel this push that will move through you, which is the divine that is offering you in that moment divine power to step through something that feels like it's blocking you. So these moments when you feel like something is taking over, something is controlling me here and freezing me, or not allowing me to do what I actually want to do, in these moments, if you call your guidance in, you're gonna feel this push to push you through power. You're gonna feel powerful, not from a place of ego, always from a very humble place of co-creation with the divine, but coming from that place, the divine will move through you and offer you an immense power to step through any obstacle that presents itself to you. Okay, let's see some images here from this future you. The life of your future self, or the life of your future self, the energy that your future self is in, just to offer you this knowingness of what you are evolving into. Pile 3, thank you. Six of Pentacles is here. And then the Ten of Swords also came out, or wanted to come out. And the way it comes through here is there is this Six of Pentacles with an energy of synergy, balance, everything working together very harmoniously. There is a beautiful flow of giving and receiving. And with this Ten of Swords is the ending of anything that is illusion. It's the ending of anything that was stabbing you in the back, which again feels here like this freeze. This anything that had control over you is now beautifully balanced out here. This Six of Pentacles. There is grace also, a lot of grace that is present here in your future self's energy. There is also this giving and receiving. Wow, it's coming back to this energy, the Three of Pentacles working together with the divine. There is this beautiful co-creation with the divine, which is flowing in a healthy balance of giving and receiving, where your future self is also very aware of this. What I just said, this power that you can call upon whenever you need it. There is this Ten of Swords that is not there anymore. It has ended. Anything that defeated you before, that was stabbing you in the back before, and your future self has this very natural um, knowing of whatever presents itself in front of me that I might experience as challenging. I very naturally connect, call my guidance in, and then I receive this flood of strength. I receive this divine essence that offers me the strength to move through anything that presents itself to me. Your future self has fully integrated that and is also making use of it. Your future self is um, this is the driving force from your future self here. This calling in your guidance, calling in the help from your guidance, the fuel from the divine. And this is the fuel of your future self. And this is also why your future self is so comfortable with change, with being adventurous, because it knows, sorry to say it, but you in the future knows that at all times this divine support is there to move you through anything that shows up for you. You have really, really integrated that. And again, that is your driving force. That is the driving force of your future self. This knowing that you can at all times tap in there. And that it moves you through anything. Anything at all. And again, this is why you feel so comfortable. With anything, with change, with anything that shows up for you. You just know that you are not alone and that you are being carried through anything at all. I picked up these cards here, so there is a message in here for you also. The energy of the sun is also very significant for you. You might also be a fire sign, but it's mainly the energy of the sun. This is your driving force, your life force energy. And this sun energy, it's your sun connected with the divine sun. And the divine sun is fueling your sun, your life force. And because it's fueled from the divine sun, you can handle anything. Pure life force energy that is flowing here through you. And that is flowing from God, Source Spirit, into you and into your external world. What else is here? Your future self. Thank you. Cornucopia. That's a very, very beautiful card. Community is also here, which is connection and being amongst kindred souls. which is also where your future self is. And this cornucopia, dear beautiful pile tree, I want to read this one for you. Very beautiful energy. So your future self is in a very good place, eh? Look at the colors. Cornucopia, wishes fulfilled, an abundant harvest and great blessings are waiting for you. And you may even find all of your wishes fulfilled. This cornucopia of gifts from the universe can come in the form of financial riches, job fulfillment, romantic love, or all of the above. When you receive the cornucopia upright, you know that you've done important work and it's about to pay off. The seeds you've planted in your energy and in your life are ready to be harvested in some significant ways. Get ready, for a great feast of abundant value is being prepared for you now, and Spirit is applauding all of your effort. That is just beautiful. And I see 4444. So this is really, your future self is grounded with this energy, is grounded, or this energy is grounded in your future self. It's anchored in your future self, wishes fulfilled, abundance, a great feast of abundant value is being prepared for you now. Spirit is applauding you, so a very, very grand energy of acknowledgement, of value that is coming through here, which makes complete sense with what you are going through now and these feelings of unworthiness. It's the challenge you are being invited to step through to fully integrate this, which is your truth. It's your true value. And your future self is fully embodied in that energy. Or again, that energy is fully embodied, grounded and anchored into your future self. Golden energy, which is you. Okay, my dear beautiful pile tree, this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope this was helpful, and I'm sending lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one.